Hi guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be this dramatic eye look here using the Makeup Geek pigments. And I think that the cheek is pretty neutral, the lip is pretty neutral, so we're going to focus on that eye. If you want to see how I did it, keep watching. The first thing that I did was I took a fluffy eyeshadow brush and Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and this the one I used today for the transition shade is pretty much the one I use every day. It's that light brown color right above all that dramatic stuff. It's Creme Brulee, and I also used Peach Smoothie kind of to fade it out a little bit, kind of shadow it. So that's all I did for that Peach Smoothie and Creme Brulee. And then I went in with a flat eyeshadow brush on the Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadow in this green shade called Jester. And it is beautiful green shimmery shade. So on that flat eyeshadow brush, first I did it with no Fix Plus, and then I realized that I really wanted a bigger impact than what it gave me. So I just used it on the lid, and I left a little bit of the inner eye blank so that I could use a different color in the inner corner. So I just put it on the lid, and then I was like, oh no, I need more. I want more. So I used some MAC Fix Plus, and I just sprayed my hand one little squirt of that. Now I'll show you the difference in the pigment now. So this is what we have so far. If I add in the Fix Plus, it just makes it more metallic and more vibrant, and I really like that. Okay, so now I went in with the Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and I used a few of them. So I used a shader brush. This is a Jessup short shader, and basically I used Makeup Geek's Bada Bing and Mocha, which are just some deep browns, and a little tap of Corrupt. So these two deep browns in the center, and then Corrupt at the bottom corner. And for that, all I did was I ran that, if you can see on this eye, I just did mostly from like the halfway point of the eye and out, and then did a V. So halfway point and out in a V. And then using those three colors, I really just deepened it a lot. And I'm going to go ahead and smoke out that upper lash line after I put on liner. So if you want, you can take that while you have it out and apply it at the lash line, because you'll see over here I did that. So I did take this color above my crease. Do you see how when my crease is up, you can still kind of see the color? So I took it just a bit above where you might think. And then I went back in with my first brush I used on the transition shade, and I blended it out. Alright, so then I am pretty much done with the eyeshadow part. Then I went in with a black liquid liner. This is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner in Intense Black. And I actually ended up using it more for the sake of hiding the lash band than the appearance of the liner. So for my winged liner, this is a very fine point. I'm going to show you two different ways, but I go up from this lower lash line, so I just follow the slope. I go, and then I look at if my brow were to keep going, where does it end? So if my brow was even with my eye, if it just kept going, where would it end? Probably about there, right? So I follow this lower lash line up until about where I think my brow would end, and that's where I do my liner. So if you can see, I went, and then my brow would have ended right about there. So that's how I do my liner. So I just drew a line out, and then I connected it with the lash line. And then because I did it, I always make sure I do my liner a little smaller than what I think I want it to end up as. So see how this line is very dramatic? I did this one a little bit more like a baby wing, so that if I needed to make it more intense, I could. Doing it small first is never a bad idea. Okay, so now I'm going to curl my lashes and apply a little bit of mascara. I shall return shortly. Okay, I also applied my false lashes. These are the Ardell Natural 120 Demis. And they flare out a lot. Do you see how they kind of, at the end of the band, they head outwards? So I like them for that because they don't look super fake. Like you're not like, oh man, she's got false lashes on. So Ardell Natural 120 Demis in black. Now I'm taking this Sigma pencil brush, E30. You can use any pencil brush. And I'm using the Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadow in Magic Act, which is a really light one. And then I'm also using Makeup Geek's Ice Queen eyeshadow right here. Very white to kind of get that inner corner nice and bright. And I'm also using that right underneath the brow area. Okay, so I certainly got the inner corner bright, huh? Just evening them out. Okay, so for the lower lash line, in the waterline, I actually have a blue liner. And this is the Sephora Nano Liner in Azur Blue, number 16. It's just a really bright blue, but it did not give me enough blue. Like when I did it, it wasn't coming off too dark, so I did it on my hand a little bit to warm up the pencil because I've heard, you know, warming it up, getting it a little hotter, gets it more creamy. And I tried it again. I really just wasn't getting the color impact I wanted. And so what I did was I went into the Makeup Geek eyeshadow and a flat liner brush. And this brush I used in the color Nautica by Makeup Geek. And it was just like a nice bright blue. And so I went on top of that in my waterline. And I threw my brush. Okay, so I went on top of that blue liner in the waterline. If that weirds you out, buy a really good quality liner. But there you have it. Okay, so I also went into the the tight line waterline area, and I applied a liner. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Perversion, which is super duper black. And I just wanted that for a little bit of extra deepness. It makes my lashes look a little longer. It just really completes the look. So then I went into, because it doesn't complete the look, the same mascara I used on the top lashes. This is Sumptuous Bold Volume Lifting Mascara by Estee Lauder. Before I do that, actually, really quickly, I'm going to take a flat flat definer brush. This is by Jessup. Sigma makes one too. And I'm going into those brown colors that we used on the eyes. And I'm just going to put that right under the lower lash line to kind of make that blue blend in a little bit. And then I took that same brush in those same colors and I smoked out that liner a little bit, just to soften it a little. And you can even go over the lash band with more black liner to cover it up. Okay, so now the eyes are complete, and I'm just going to apply that mascara. If you notice right under the lashes, I have another color here, and that's Makeup Geek's Mango Tango on a definer brush. I went all out today. So Mango Tango is just a really pretty mango color. And I put that right below the brown. So it goes blue, brown, and then Mango Tango. Alright, so now that mascara, got a little sidetracked. On my lips today is a Nars lip pencil. And it is in the color Descanso. It's just a really pretty pinky peach color, nude. And that's all I did. Pretty simple. For the cheeks, I used the Barcelona Beach eyeshadow by Makeup Geek as a contour shade and bronzer. It's a cool toned brown, almost gray-like. So I used an e.l.f. mineral powder brush, and I started at the top of the ear and drew a contour line. Now you see that's actually like the perfect contour color, so I don't care that it's called the contour color. Doesn't bother me. Called an eyeshadow, that's good too. Like, the color is what I care about. And so I put a little bit underneath my lip. I put a little bit underneath the chin. I have a long face. I have a long lower chin, and so for me it's really good to put some bronzer contour shade on my chin to make it appear just a little bit shorter. And I know you might not be thinking I have a long chin. Oh, I kind of overdid it with the bronzer there. I'll have to fix that. But I mean, you can tell in certain angles I have a longer chin, so I don't highlight my chin. I know that that's kind of a standard thing to do, but I don't do it. This is just a clean brush, and I'm just kind of trying to buff out that funky looking contour that I just did on my chin. Okay, so I'm blending it out just a little bit, and then for blush I used the Tarte Exposed Blush, Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. Just a very basic neutral colored blush that just adds a nice flush without making you look overdone. And then I went in with the highlighter, and what did I use? Oh, the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powders, and I used the color, the center color of the trio. It is Incandescent Light, and I use that on a fan brush right on the tops of my cheekbones, down the center of the face, a little bit on the top of my brows and in the Cupid's bow area for that really pretty glow. Then I went in with a big fluffy brush and kept the palette, but I actually went into the darkest color on the palette and a big fluffy brush. This is the Jessup Tapered Face Brush. It's pretty large. So I just went in onto those powders and I put them everywhere. Like, these aren't the brightest white color, so you can't even tell, but in certain lights you'll just see a beautiful glow. So that's why I used that. Then I went in back with Fix Plus, which is what I use to wet my brush for the color on the eyes, the green color, and I just set my face with it. Max Fix Plus is amazing, and I have like, do you see how little I have left? Not very much. So I gotta pick up some more. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you found it different, fun, exciting. And I like to get out of my comfort zone once in a while, and days that I'm not, going anywhere crazy, I'll try it out. Today we're going to check out another wedding venue, and we're seeing 2 more later this week, so hopefully we'll have a decision soon. Let me know how much of my wedding experience you guys want to see. I can record every venue I go to, or I can just tell you the one we picked, or I can, I can take you along with, when I taste the cake and when I go and try all these different things. Or I can just show you one video a month and just kind of put up little tiny clips of each experience, or I can take you along for the whole journey. What do you guys want to see? Let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.